protecting products, and connecting people to the experiences they value. In an evolving world, we are driving innovation, embracing sustainability, and setting new standards for excellence. This conference is about harnessing that potential, turning challenges into opportunities, and ideas into reality. Together, we are the force that bridges creativity, functionality, and sustainability, making a lasting impact on our world. Connect is all about collaboration, bold ideas, and the future of our industry. Together, we will push boundaries, inspire change, and transform challenges into opportunities that will leave a lasting impact on the world. Let's create something remarkable. And now, please welcome on stage Gaby Matsliach, CEO of eProductivity Software.
Good morning. Good morning and welcome to Connect 2024. I'm excited, really excited to be here with you. And I want to deeply thank you for taking the time and making the effort to join us here at Connect. You know, we've been working very hard in the last 2.5 years to try to transform this event from a user conference to have more of the characteristics of an industry event. And we are really privileged to have, for the second year in a row here at Connect, the lead players in the print and packaging industry. Lead hardware and equipment manufacturers, lead provider of software and enabling technology, participation from the media, from education, and from associations. Like a mini industry ecosystem here at the event, and really privileged and blessed to be able to pull that together, and we're looking forward to do it for many years to come. We have in here an interesting blend of attendees. Some of you, this is your first time here with us at Connect. Some of you have seen or got exposed to the kind of revamped program that we've done in the last couple of years. And some of you may have seen Connect a few years back. And to all of you, I would say that what I find about Connect is it's really a unique venue that is fueled by its diversified attendance. It's a great opportunity to have face-to-face interactions, to brainstorm, to be able to use the user groups and the different sessions to have organic conversations. An amazing opportunity for networking, finding other fellows, other colleagues from other companies, like-minded people that you can stay in touch with and exchange tips and ideas and experiences, throughout the year. Of course, getting intimate exposure to our latest technology here at the lab, at the floor. And probably even more important, hearing from you what you feel your needs for the futures are, what would be our best way for us to cater to your future needs, and of course, giving us an opportunity to share with you some of our thoughts about the future and what we are planning to do. So that exchange is something that we find very unique to be here at Connect, and I'm really looking forward to be doing that. It's a new venue, so I like it. Hopefully you like it too. And I'm hopeful that we hear from you post-event in terms of what did you like, what do you want to see more going forward. Again, we find this event to be a foundation for us, and I think a foundation for the industry for years to come. You know that when we went on our independent journey as EPS 2.5 years ago, it was very important for us to put in front of our team members what we believe is our mission, the reason for our existence, our raison d'être. And I believe, and I also believe that you believe, that we are all here to enable the creation of innovative communication and consumer experiences that drive a more engaging, colorful, and sustainable world. And we do that together by partnering to harness technology to drive mutual success and jointly play a leading role in realizing that vision. That's what we put in front of our team members all year round, and this is a great mission to wake up every morning toward. Since our last Connect, which has been almost 1.5 years, there's been a lot of dynamics and movement in our industry. I think that probably the strongest testimony to the strength of the print and packaging industry has been Drupa of 2024. Late May, early June, hundreds of thousands of people came from all around the world. Great attendance from Asia and from Latin America to Drupa to see the latest innovation and latest development in the industry. And a lot of great innovations, also hype, and the word AI comes to a lot of the hype that was around. For us, it was a great opportunity to showcase our technology, to show our leading position in the marketplace. And we had some great conversation with customers, with prospects, and in general with industry folks. And we also had the opportunity to have a very senior level discussions with different lead players in the industry to see how we can together put our hands together and continue to add additional value and additional capability for our customers and for the industry at large. In recent months, we've hearing from our packaging and print customers certain dynamics in the industry. From the packaging folks, we hear from time to time about erratic and fluctuating demand, which makes it a bit hard to plan and expect what customers' demand is going to look like. We see a lot of consolidation in the packaging space and more investment from private equity, which by and large I think is a blessing. We also see concerns around succession. How do you preserve knowledge? How do you attract people to the industry? And that's something which is top of mind for you. And it's definitely something that technology can help in terms of absorbing newcomers into the industry. And then one point I do want to speak about, especially for the packaging companies here in the room, is that often people wonder, what's the right time to make a transformation investment? And funny enough, when volumes were up in the pandemic era and everybody was so busy just to live up to customer expectations and work supply chain and so on, people were busy. That wasn't the right time. But then when demand at times take a step back, people get cagey. Oh, should we make the investment and so on? And I think that some of the packaging companies should look at their brothers and sisters in the print side and get inspired by some of what the print companies have done. In the midst of the pandemic, when volumes were really at a very low level, many smart printers said, having time, having oxygen in the room is the right time to look for how to get better and how to invest in technology. And they've done that. And then when volume picked up, they came out stronger, more differentiated, more capable, more efficient, and drove great growth and success. So I would argue that every time that there's a little bit of a breathing room is a great time to consider investment and transformation. And definitely we see our role to partner with you in terms of how we can accelerate time to value. From print customers, we hear some common themes about, for example, around knowledge preservations, concern about attracting people to the industry. We also see in print growing consolidation. I think that in the case of print, you see it in all sizes of customers. You see consolidation in more of entry and mid-sized companies, as well as consolidation among the larger companies. We also see a continuation of the diversification trend in print, where more printers trying to do more things and expand their product portfolio, for which, of course, technology can help. And it does increase competition in certain segments of the market. And we also see the continuous trend of increasing job volumes, but on the other hand, decreased job length, which of course create a higher challenge in terms of planning and maintaining margins in such an environment. So these are some of the things we hear from customers and something that we keep in mind when we come to think how we invest in the technology and how we can help you be successful and take care of your future. When we're looking at EPS and our last year, it has been also a very dynamic year, and a year with a lot of progress. I had a conversation with one customer, and I really liked the way he framed that. He basically said that, you guys, EPS, you are built on helping customers becoming a better versions of themselves. Whether you do it through automation, whether it's through increased velocity, whether it's through data accuracy and enterprise visibility, whether it's through change management or redesigning of business processes, whatever that might be, you make us be a better versions of ourselves. And I really like that framing, because that's how we see our role. We try to partner with you to really help you do what you want to do and what you want to become and the way that you want to evolve. And that requires not just technology, but also know-how and the patience to listen, to brainstorm, to think, and to come up with a responsible recommendation and ideas in terms of how to move forward. And we've done a lot of that in the last year, and of course, that's what we like most, and that's something that we would continue to do going forward. We also made significant progress in our entire sets of offering, and that includes much deeper partnership with industry players, which allowed us in combination to provide more strength and more value to the industry at large. We also have a long set of new capability built into our portfolio, and I think that that's a good moment to emphasize, and I really would appreciate if you guys take it to heart, emphasize the aspect of how can you accelerate time to value. Often we see people upgrading their products or their software to a latest version or to a newer version. But the use of it initially, it's almost like for like in terms of what was there before. And you see very gradual and slow adoption of some of the new capabilities that are there. And we believe that by having a more robust dialogue when you do that and brainstorm together, you definitely can identify certain things that you want to own on the get-go, day one, to start benefiting from, and having a very, in some cases, even aggressive plan in terms of how you take more capabilities that are there in the new software to be able to benefit from as well. So we're definitely here to partner with you to accelerate time to value. That's something that you are investing on going with your recurring fees. And the faster do you benefit from it, the happier we are. So any way we can help would be appreciated, and we're looking forward to that. The third thing that we've done in the recent years is that we continue with our end market focus strategy. We continue to focus on the print business and the packaging business with the right recipe of success for our business and in the way that we align and collaborate with each of the two industries. And as part of that, we further strengthen the capability and the autonomy of our print and packaging teams. One of the main things we've done back in April, we basically brought on board a new CEO for Print EPS to run the business on a day-to-day basis. And guys, if you may join me in welcoming Dan Vertachnik, CEO of Print EPS, to the EPS family. Dan. Dan would attend the different user groups and user sessions of the print track at the show, so we'll have an opportunity to speak with him and hear some of his observation after 4 months with us, and of course share with him how you see the future of us working with you in the print space. There are two more technology-related topics that we've invested a lot in the last 12 months. And really rounded them up. And I wanted to kind of spend more time today to go deeper into each of those two. One of them is our enabling technology offering that I think would be transformational for most of our customers, and those that already got exposed to it and started to utilize it have seen great returns and great results with it. The second topic that I would like to speak more deeply into, or a bit more deeply into, is artificial intelligence and some of our thoughts about that and what we're doing in that context. So hopefully you'll find those two topics to be of an interest. So I'll start with our enabling technology. And I would start by saying that it's really a very, very capable technology offering. It's a combination of foundational elements like EPS Automator and the Productivity Workbench, and put aside the techie words. It's really a process management environment that allows you to do 4 key things. One, take integrations to the next level, including the flow of information inside your IT ecosystem. The second thing is to take automation to the next level across the entire IT ecosystem. The third one is to be able to provide sophisticated IT monitoring to check the health of the environment overall. And the fourth one is to be able to introduce advanced workflow orchestration and business process changes to your entire ecosystem. And so it's a technology that can really help you do all of that. It comes with a lot of out-of-the-box capability, great flexibility in terms of what you can pour into it, in terms of development and creation on your side. And in order to help with increasing the velocity of leveraging it, we've embedded generative AI. We've embedded Copilot into EPS Automator to allow you to leverage that for faster and higher velocity of development within the framework. So a very powerful infrastructure that you can use across your IT. And we complemented that by extending our productivity workbench, which is the key tool for your users to use, to be able to include third-party data. So now you can have a view that covers everything inside your environment, as well as be able to get Automator to source into the workbench, as well as to use Copilot for faster creation of customized widgets using the productivity workbench technology. So a very robust capability that gives a lot of flexibility in terms of how you put it to play in your ecosystem. And as a result of that, we've seen high value by quite a few customers that have been using it so far. We've seen, first of all, value that cuts across way outside of the functional footprint that you use from us. So really cut across the entire IT ecosystem. We've seen value in terms of future-proofing your IT ecosystem. So in the future, when you upgrade, when you add additional systems or integrations, you know that that's going to be much smoother than the way it's being done today. We now offer it in a more modular way. So those of you that want to start with specific use cases can find it more affordable to do so, and then potentially gradually use it for additional things. So we made it more affordable, so we can, now that it kind of passed the critical mass of customers that really benefiting from in a large extent, we're now offering in a more modular way to allow more customers and different sizes of customers to give it a shot and see how well that can support you. And then with the growing adoption of the technology, there is a growing set of and out-of-the-box content that comes with the offering, and that allows you to kind of hit the ground running much faster for new adopters of the technology. Given the fact that we see a lot of potential, a lot of value for customers, we've put a spotlight at Connect around this topic, and Dennis Kramer, our chief architect, would be conducting almost a full-day session tomorrow to go more in hands-on in terms of the technology, and most importantly, speak about many examples of how different customers already put that to work. My humble advice to you would be, whether you attend that session or just pick it up in other sessions, try to make sure that you understand some of the foundation capabilities. Take a step back and think about how you can help your business and the ways that you can put that to work. And one thing I guarantee you, the moment you start, you'll find out that those ideas that you found out are just the tip of the iceberg. We've seen an expanded use of the technology by those that started. They started in certain areas, and very quickly, it expanded to many more things. So really powerful technology. As you know me, guys, I'm not a sales guy. So it's very powerful technology. I'm a product guy, and I think it really brings value. I want to speak a little bit about AI. And AI, specifically in non-generative AI, have been around for decades. 38 years ago, 1986, was the first courses I've taken of AI as part of my computer science studies at the time. Back then, there was no World Wide Web, and there were no emails. If you wanted to have an email, you had to be a member of an academy, and you'll be able to send email to other fellows of other academies around the world. So AI has been an area that got through major investments over the years, and definitely the last 2 years have been a big blast of generative AI, and I'll speak to that in a second. But just speaking about AI in its kind of more classical form, as I've said, been around for a long while, and here at EPS, we've been always at the forefront of using smart software and AI heuristics to be able to bring value to the print and packaging industries. Whether it's around smart algorithm and AI heuristics associated with finding the best production route, whether it is connecting to IoT devices and looking at the health in real time of a production floor, whether it is looking at optimization methodologies to try to work different set of needs and constraints and rules and to be able to get best output. Whatever it might be where we see an opportunity to embed that, we've done it over the years. And with the new wave of generative AI, There's a lot of opportunity coming ahead, but in addition to that, there's also a lot of risk. And we see ourselves as a lead player in the market. We see ourselves as one that needs to be able to demonstrate and be committed to demonstrating both integrity and responsibility in the way by which we create, we certify, and we make available of such technology to make sure that it's robust and to make sure that it would work properly and as expected. Now, with that in mind, we already did a few things which are available today and some that are going to be available soon with the use of generative AI. I mentioned earlier, we've basically embedded in the workbench the ability to use generative AI to create faster and smarter customized widgets and customized visibility for data and tasks that you want your users to pay attention to or do. I spoke about the use of generative AI for accelerating the creation of customized workflows and process orchestration by embedding Copilot into EPS Automator. And then we're also working on automated insights and other capabilities that would provide good guidance to you as users by using generative AI. And then as we look into the future, there's definitely quite a few areas of much more opportunity, whether it's around optimizations, whether it's about getting greater insights, and definitely the use of natural language in the way that you communicate with the system that allows you to get greater visibility and greater understanding of the enormous pile of data that sits there in the ERP and finding better ways to be able to communicate and get value out of that. So a lot of still to come, a lot of investment still to make. It's quite a bit of a tall order, but we are committed to continue to push the envelope and get there. And always, we appreciate the dialogue with you, appreciate ideas, appreciate questions. And we've learned quite a bit from those discussions, and we will continue to do it going forward. So I spoke about those more technical or technology aspects, our EPS enabling technology offering and AI. I do want to speak about specific elements of progress we've made specifically in print or specifically in packaging in the last year, and some of the fruits of that work you will be able to see at Connect 2024. So I'll start with print EPS. We continue to strengthen and evolve the print EPS team. We've made quite a bit of investments in our portfolio. There is an impressive lineup of new capabilities in all our core offerings, which we would love to share with you here at the show. We continue to emphasize the work around usability and user experience and being able to have our solution used anywhere, on any device, anytime. We've added more capability around automation and revamped and expanded some of the API capabilities of specific products and the suites as a whole. And then in Drupa, we've launched Nubium. Nubium is our cloud MIS that is built for small and medium commercial printers. And from our perspective, it does two things in terms of our offering to the marketplace. One, it really makes us complete across all sizes of customers. Nubium basically fits between the quick print entry-level capability to the mid-market print with pace and fits in the middle of two to create full coverage of the industry. But in addition to that, some of you may know that we have some legacy technologies that have been used by many small printers around the world. And Nubium provides for them the path forward that at their timing to be able to move to a newer technology and have a smooth transition from some of those legacy offerings. So it's definitely a core capability within the print portfolio. We also focus in print on inorganic additions. We announced in 2023 that Thorsten have joined our team. I'm very, very pleased with the way that the team was embedded at TPS and the contribution they've made. And I'm very happy to see Thorsten desktop customers here at Connect 2024 this year. And we are intending to continue to look for inorganic growth opportunities and to do that in a responsible way when we do it as a win-win between our business, between customers, and making sure that we support well the industry at large. So we're going to continue to look at inorganic options to continue to expand the business. And then, as I've indicated earlier, we've made some initial AI steps inside our print portfolio. Equally important is the ability to provide much greater value by a much deeper collaboration with other lead industry players so that we can create high value workflow that goes beyond just an integration. And then take it to the next level where both parties are thinking about the future together and are already ready to have things working when new capability or new technology comes out to the marketplace. So we've done quite a bit of that. Some of those premium players are here at the event. You can hear from them some of the work we've done together. And I think that that's a core element that we've emphasized significantly since we became independent. And I think that, again, it's great for customers and it's great overall for the industry. Switching into packaging, we focused in the last year on few key elements in terms of our investment. First of all, we've continued to expand our enterprise customer enablement. And the first thing we've launched is Radius Fusion, which is really the next level of an API for the packaging suite that facilitates and elevates the way that the API can be used by other systems in your IT ecosystem. And then on top of that, we've added the optional integration toolkit that uses EPS Automator to be able to have all the business logic transformation and all the manipulation and all the formatting and all the things that you need to do to be able to connect another system to the package suite, to be able to have all of that done within, under the umbrella of our technology, should you wish to. And again, by that, future-proofing the way that it would survive over time. So definitely investments in terms of the openness of the platform. I spoke earlier about the rich set of out-of-the-box enabling technologies that you can use to further orchestrate, including the use of AI. And then we also invested in cross-enterprise capability around visibility across a large network of plants in a large enterprise company. So that was one area of investment. The other area of investment was to kind of wrap up our next generation user experience and adaptability. So the packaging suite in terms of a modern user experience is now very capable. I would love to see more customers put that to work because it's really a game changer. And one of the things that is very strong at that, and most of you have not been exposed to it yet, is the fact that once you are on this new UI, the level of extendability and customizability that you can have to the user experience is really at the next level. And EPS Automator can be worked from the front end to back end to be able to go do that and provide a wealth of opportunities and flexibility that did not exist before. So that's really a game changer in terms of how the technology can be used. In addition to that, we've revamped the productivity workbench, as I've indicated earlier, and that as well provide much more adaptability and flexibility in how users can use the system. On the corrugated packaging side, we've done a lot of investment in different areas. One that I do want to call out, it's also related to some of the themes of this event, is the work we've done with corrugated control, meaning with the corrugation process itself. We've built in really market cutting-edge capability around energy savings, around maintainability, that again, help with sustainability. And then with the use of smart set points to be able to create greater efficiency, reduction of waste. So really cutting-edge capabilities, both in terms of generating profits, getting higher quality, but also from a sustainability perspective. So something that we are really proud of, and we started to see success with customers. And then, similar to print, and in collaboration with print, the packaging team have continued to extend the partnership with key players to be able to provide greater value in the industry. And then, last kind of footnote to make is that Label Expo, which is coming in September, we would be formally launching Paxis ERP, which is a cloud ERP that is built for small and independent label packaging companies. So as the lead player in the market with our packaging suite, we've served many, many customers that outgrown their incumbent system as they grew. And as we've done that, we come to see how underserved those small players are. And therefore, with the addition of Paxis, we'll be able to both give them great technology to start with, and then should they grow and should they expand, to be able to offer a nice transition into our flagship, which is the packaging suite with the Radius ERP at its core. So that's something that we're going to be speaking more about in Label Expo. So we spoke about technology advancement that we've done on both sides of the house. We spoke about some of the print and packaging advancement that we've made. I do want to spend a few minutes about our commitment of being the right partner to you. And this is something that I keep emphasizing with the team every opportunity that I have. As I see it, there's 5 things that we really owe you to be a good partner. First of all, we have to prove ourselves every month and every year in our capability to translate our vast experience, over 30 years of experience in the industry, but to make it into something that provides actionable value for you now. What we've done in the past doesn't matter. It's what we're going to be doing in the future. So how do we translate that into action for you on an ongoing basis? The second thing is that we are committed to provide an innovative product roadmap that is worthy of the investment that you've made on an ongoing basis with us. And that's where the dialogue with you in terms of what your needs are is so important. The third element is that we are committed to extend our value proposition, not just by organic steps that we do, not just by inorganic steps that we do, but definitely with a level of partnership and depth with our partners, all of that intended to add breadth and depth and capability to the industry at large. A fourth element, which is closer to my heart, because that's the one that it is the thing I like to do most, is the way that we partner with you to brainstorm of how can we help unlock value in your environment and in your business. That requires a dialogue. That requires openness. And whenever we are invited, we love to do that. You know you the best. We can give a perspective. Once you heard you, and of course, seeing some best practices we've seen around the world. So that dialogue is also helpful, is always produces some good insights. And whether it turns into some action or not, it's still worthwhile doing. That's the part we love to do most. That's the fun in our job. And we're really looking forward to do that with more of you and more often, and to help unlock value. And by the way, this enabling technology offering I've mentioned, it's definitely an area where some magic can happen through such brainstorming. And then the last element is that we're committed to continue to embed flexibility, to continue to embed openness, because it's really about how we fit into a broader ecosystem and how we play nice and well in the broader industry capability with other vendors. So those are the 5 things that are top of mind for us and that we keep emphasizing continuously to our teams. I want to go back to Connect 2024. As I've said, a great event fueled by diversified attendance. We have a great program in this new venue. Hopefully, you already have an idea of some of the sessions that you want to join. Hopefully, more of you are going to consider Dennis' session around enabling technology. And a lot of opportunity for exchange, and I'll try to make myself available and would love to hear from you. Anything that you think I need to know, and anything you think I can put to work for us to be better in supporting you. Here in the main hall, we have our latest technology being presented, and we have other key leaders in the industry presenting capabilities as well. Please take the time to go over all those different demonstrations and dialogue opportunities with the different players, because I think it could be very enriching and very helpful to get exposed to that and understand. Here in the main stage, we're going to have an excited session in the middle of the day. Mark Oding will speak with Fernando, the VP and GM of HP Industrials Americas, about driving growth in print and packaging. I think that it's going to be a very, very interesting exchange. And then latest in the afternoon, in this stage, Jules Van Dast, which is Executive Director of Two Sides North America, would speak about the very important topic of greenwashing and sustainability in print and packaging. Very, top of mind topic, and I think that's going to be a very interesting session to attend. Tomorrow, we're going to have the women networking lunch. Everybody is invited. And then we're going to have networking receptions tonight at 6:30 and tomorrow at 6:30. We're going to be there, all of us from EPS, so we would love to see you and love to have a good exchange and a little bit of humor every night together. So I wanted to, again, thank you very much for your partnership, for your business, and for your trust in us. We are very humbled in the efforts we make to try to be as great partners as we can, and always open to get your feedback and thoughts. So I'm looking forward to this event, and I'm looking forward to Connect. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. See you again here at 1:15. Enjoy Connect and have a very productive few days with us here. Thank you.